characters are on the quest to save the land from the god of death as they newly returned to their bodies. We're going to have a special introduction by one of our characters, Chester Winterbottom.
Hi, everyone. Oh, what? No, yeah. Hi. My name's Chester Winterbottom. I will be playing Robert Kegler. Because you're about to witness the best D&D crew ever. I passed it along the edge. I'm Chester Winterbottom. I'm an elf.
And a monk.
And a monk. What am I nowadays?
You're a dwarven monk.
Oh, I'm a dwarven monk who basically...
I know who you are. I know, but
Yeah, well, shut up. I lost my wife.
Your idea, Mark.
I lost my wife. I'm very pissed off about that, but I'm trying to find an inner soul in myself and gain some peace in this world. My hand is rotting. I pass it along.
Oh yeah, your hand's rotting. You passed the rotting
Who are
hand
you?
along.
you pass the rotting hand along.
Everyone has to hold the hand to talk.
Hold my hand. I'm Kiner, and I'm kind of quiet about stuff. Next.
I was going to say you're running for office.
Who are you? You're I'm playing my character.
He's playing his character.
I know, but we're explaining who we are first before we get going.
Kind of the barbarian. The end.
Right. Your name is really Jay. Moving on to next.
Your name's Jeremy Hutzel.
Yes, my name is Jeremy Hutzel.
You like long walks on beaches?
I do.
Long walks off short beers.
Raindrops, whiskers on cannons, the whole 9 yards. Anyways, my character is Lord Albert Shaw. I have recently become a paladin and have a big sword and I swing it at stuff now.
Yeah, basically that's all you do. I don't know why you have a big book for it.
Yeah,
He's our leader.
I am.
I know.
To be honest,
Somehow he's fallen into the leadership role because he's got the...
He's Lord Albert Shaw.
Well, yeah, I did
got
become
the
a
medal
lord
and
of a keep and a fiefdom. So.
How many times have we made fake
This is
horse
true.
noises
This is
behind
true.
you to pretend that, no, not anal.
Anal noises?
You're doing it wrong.
I'm doing it right, dude.
Yeah, no kidding.
You're really making everything go into the anal.
I know.
Anyway,
Big blue penis.
My name's Brian.
I like
I'm Kazaa Kingsley, the wizard. I have an ancient piece of lore that cannot fall into the hands of evil. I still have that, right? Yeah. And
Whoops, looks like it already fell into evil's
I'm
hands. My bad.
absent-minded wizard,
Most absent-minded wizard of all time.
and that's about it.
Do you like magic missiles?
Oh yes, my
love
favorite things are magic missiles and lightning bolts.
Yes.
son of a
But
bitch.
And defying gravity.
in this game, I
Defiling
swear,
gravity.
I'm going to
Defiling
defile gravity. It's going to be great.
It would be awesome
Here we go.
if you could combine lightning and magic
It's gonna be
missile.
great. Great.
It's gonna be
huge. It's gonna make the third.
We're gonna
world
make the
good
monsters
again.
look so bad.
So bad.
It's gonna be sad.
It's going to be sad. Sad.
Make D&D great again.
Wow, that didn't take very long to get to
Yes.
Donald Trump.
It's hard not to.
My name is Mark. I play Miles Carver, who's really Ezio Mark Torre. I am a
They
rogue.
left their womanizer on.
I prefer daggers and the hand crossbow. I also prefer deceiving people and stealing things. And of course, our DM is John.
That's not your real name.
I already said it though. Ezio Mark Torre.
Just want to confirm that.
I did it. All right, I said that.
Mark
Are you
Many
immigration
Mystery
now?
Mini
I
names.
used,
That's not your own name.
I used to be a constable
Show us why you love
In
each
another
other.
life.
and easily the best dungeon master this side of the East Coast. Whoa!
The East Coast only has one side.
Also being,
East Coast only has one side.
also being instructed by the room that you need to sit back a tiny bit because you're slouching. There you go.
But I like
And our
slouch.
It's a
illustrious
spider.
button pusher is Josh in the room of doom back there.
I have an interview with him
The
already on
Room of
camera.
Doom.
Did you?
I like
Yeah.
it.
Nice job.
Thank you.
So, and if you haven't noticed, the newest addition to the show is the Dice Tower of Power.
Oh God.
We will demonstrate it for you now.
Will you?
This is made by the one and only Chester Winterbottom.
The El Lego
Pushing
Magnifico
hard.
Tower of Destruction.
Exquisite Dutch
A
craftsmanship.
6.
Look at that.
Very good. What a serendipitous beginning.
All right, so would you
is
like
that-
to
Yeah.
recap
give
the
us the
last?
recap.
Roll us in, buddy.
All right.
What were we doing last?
I have
No,
no
I
idea.
can go. I can tell you exactly the entire thing. Promise not to stop me.
Go for it.
Here we go.
4 hours later.
No, this won't take long at all. You might want to hit record because this is
It's
gonna
been
be,
recording, buddy.
oh my God.
Make sure you get extra tape for this. This is gonna be all
No,
right.
okay, real simple. We died. We fought a dragon in that field with the tree. Remember that? Let's go all the way there. We were victorious.
Oh, yeah.
We all were there, emerged at the pearly kind of church, the Church of Dual Divinity, talking about her her mother and father. I am her mother, father is whatever.
Sure.
She said, "You guys traveled a long time to get here. You made some funny quirk about how we just stepped outside. Ha ha ha."
Ha ha ha!
I didn't believe them that this was even a thing. You cast True Seeing to make sure it wasn't all a big illusion.
Yep.
I didn't want to be what I was anymore. I want to be a monk. They killed me. Rightfully so.
Yes.
Second in line was
Ask
my
for services.
green flame came out of my body. And into her hand, she said, "Do you want to be the champion of my church?" Lord Albert Shaw, you accepted. Boom. Chi-da-da.
Now I am a paladin.
Yes. She asked you, it was more important for your family or the life you live now. You said family. She gave you a wicked ass horn. I have no idea what the fuck it does. Fair enough.
False donkeys.
Let's see. She asked you a dumb question and you made her really nervous. But she gave you a sword, which you can only use for helping people. Then she asked you if you want to be changed, and you
don't
said
like doing.
and you said no, and that's all that really happened. But
But we played again after that.
Yeah.
was that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for playing though.
You just recapped an episode ago.
Yeah, played 2 episodes ago.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
thanks.
played. Did we play in January?
No,
Yeah, yeah.
no. What do you mean?
So after that recap, which is what led us here, you guys reemerged into the real world, and you realized that your bodies had been operating without you,
Without us.
and you had discovered that when you died, your spirits were sucked
Yeah.
into the crystal.
Then we went to the
Yep.
We got, at the end of the episode, we received the heart of the Lich Lord Solsi.
Yes.
And we have that in possession. We still need to take down the White Tower, and then your, I think, evil, clone. They're free. Kiner's out. Kilson is out running around the countryside, and he's not good. We also have an issue with the Giants, who have made a deal with help me out, Ben Solis,
Yes.
to help fight
Yes.
that war.
Was that your new number?
We still have an invading force of elves on Hidden Harbor.
No, the elves are attacking the area where he's
Where'd
from,
you send them?
near the gold mine.
All my people's got.
So it was kind of weird.
Well, half of them.
So
Well,
they're-
yeah, your people left
Yeah, I have his
and
contact
have
on my
settled
phone, but for some
into
reason it always
Astroport,
shows up as his random
where
number.
now
Because he's got a track phone.
Lord Shaw is now Lord of
Roses are
Astroport.
smart.
I know, I'm joking with you. Calm down.
And you also found out the only way to destroy the heart, do you remember?
was to feed it to or have it eaten by the thing which destroyed it the first time.
Yes.
Yes.
Defeated him in life.
And that's why it's important for us to go to the library. There's something that we need to.
Important for everyone to go to the library.
So, yes, you know,
Keep libraries alive, folks.
so there's an ancient library that
PBS.
I know about.
well, yeah, the guy that's been helping you on and off, Nolan, since you first appeared, basically told him that eventually he needs to go
Go
there.
to the library.
The giant that you guys captured and he basically hired has been sent to the land of the giants to negotiate on your behalf and to try to get you guys audience with the king of the giants. You also sent an elf that he had in his employ to the elven kingdom to ask them why they had invaded the human lands.
Gotta have so many connections.
So you guys are
It is good to be rich. I wonder why that guy's president.
That's why you're the treasurer /
Hey, just in the
spy
Justice
master /
League trailer,
Yeah,
the
but-
Flash turns to Batman and goes, "What
what's
is
your
your superpower?"
I'm rich, bitch.
I'm rich, bitch.
That's what it should have said in the trailer. I'm rich, bitch.
But he just said I'm rich.
Ben Affleck totally missed a good point right there.
A good point. The scriptwriter.
Well, scriptwriter.
So you guys basically,
it's all written in crayon.
you basically went to the wastes.
This is the script
And-
right here.
It's on Etch a Sketch. They shake it every time.
You found an ancient pyramid, and that is where you found basically the information. You decoded some ancient script. You found out the weakness of Solsi. You have the heart. Now you just have to destroy it. But you know how to destroy it. To get the heart from the Mummy Lord, Kinder sacrificed the Ring of Regeneration.
Kind of regretting that a little bit. for the
Then
greater
you guys defeated a group of barbarians there. That were following a new warlord. Do you remember the name?
Steve.
Yeah.
Yes.
Was
Not.
it Steve? Oh, not.
Nah, Steve.
Wait, what's this guy's name again?
That's good.
How you spell not?
And
Nocht.
Sure. Like nocturnal.
There's an H in there somewhere, but it's silent.
C-H.
No, I said H.
Oh, okay.
Nocht.
Knock. Steve. Steve's his last name.
I think he's German.
He's Jim. Aktun.
Now, what is not Steve?
Aktun
Aktun is a Steve.
What is he again?
He was a barbarian.
Why is he at Arnold's?
No,
He's
is he?
Ostrich.
He's basically their
Those
chieftain.
places don't exist.
Okay, the
So,
barbarian
because
chieftain.
you guys went, you basically were tracked by a group of
D&D.
barbarians
Country.
that had a
Not
giant helping them.
D&D.
How do you know?
We're Middle Earth.
How do you know?
And you basically defeated them
You ever been to
to
Middle
gain
Earth?
entry.
I am right now.
He's
They-
describing.
They were
That's how he knows.
they were all gone after you guys.
Everybody's from England, don't you know?
Fake news.
So you guys are traveling back to Glassfield, because you're actually beyond the boundaries of the country.
I don't know. Badlands.
On your way back, after a few days that
Are
are
we-
uneventful, you don't
Are we in the
see
game
anything.
now, or are we
Yeah.
you still doing recap things? Okay.
No,
we're
you're in the game.
I'll start paying attention now.
And you basically, during the interim, it's pretty safe travel. You basically make a turn in your direction, basically correcting your course after your barbarian is helping you guys track. And you go through some foliage, and you're beset upon by another group of barbarians. They were very close to your path. You guys easily subdue them. There's no giants with them. You
Seduce
take
them?
Subdue.
Oh, so do them.
I just want.
You can seduce them.
Did we go through foliage or foliage? I'm
That's
still not clear on
Not
this.
either.
And there's
Too
some
much Mountain Dew.
questions.
Whatever you wish.
Too much Mountain Dew.
When we subdue them,
Aluminum
do
foil.
Duty.
does that
Duty.
mean
It's
we
like just trees made
actually
out of aluminum
do we
foil and
kill
bushes.
them?
It's like
All of them died except for one.
we.
Which who I hired.
you get 2 circlets?
I do.
Ta-da!
Here you go. Don't read that yet.
You have to hold it up.
Give this to
Blink.
Hustle.
Oh
What is
God,
what is
what
the,
did I
the
do?
Give this
recorder
to you.
for?
What did I do?
Secondary.
Give this to Jay.
That's thank you.
For Bob's secret.
Mr. Kazaa.
Uh-huh.
Don't read it yet.
Don't read it.
Well,
You
Hustle
can't read
never
it.
listens. So,
Hustle doesn't know how to listen.
Wait, I'm not reading it now. Don't read it!
all right, now you can read them.
Really?
Jeez, really?
So
Hate that
we
guy.
descend upon these barbarians. One survives.
Wow, I got a big. Why is mine so big?
So
That's what she said.
you'll.
I know.
This takes place exactly after.
People are loving this part of the show right now.
I know.
Well, we can edit it.
Yeah,
out.
you can edit the
not
silence
that
out, and then
Big of a deal. In video, sorry.
Oh no, I know what's happening.
It's funny.
Go to sleep, little baby.
I love that.
all
movie.
right. So that basically encapsulates what happens after the ambush.
Okay.
There is input against his that you guys can make decisions on. The parentheses, you guys actually can make decisions on that.
On your apprentice.
Yeah, your choice.
Yep.
We'll have the girl.
That name is the name of the adversary that sat on the Council of Haven that you
Killed.
defeated all their plans, and then they escaped with the new Kenzie Seaward's child. Remember, he escaped with them
Go to sleep into your
So-
during the chaos that Kelson unleashed upon the city.
So, a day from the boundary of Glassfell, the group ambushed another band of tribesmen and managed
Yes,
to
we'll
take
have
it.
that part.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's basically a
I didn't know. I
lead-in
thought we
from
all
what
had
I already
different things.
explained.
No.
Well, I have to. I got to ask one of the prisoners
So
3
basically,
questions.
the captive that you guys took, he uses his spell, which allows him to read thoughts. So you guys get to choose 3 questions. After you answer those 3 questions, he goes into a seizure and dies. However, you can choose those 3 questions.
Who goes in there, CJ and I?
The captive.
There's a question.
As a captive, the guy we took.
No,
Yeah.
that was before the questions come down.
So I'll ask him the 3 questions. I'll ask
You
him
have the
three
choices,
questions.
right?
No, there's no
Come up.
choices. You
We gotta
you
come up
can
with-
ask him whatever the fuck you want.
Oh, I thought you used apprentices. I thought you were like.
Yeah, it just says your choice. It's
Oh,
not parentheses.
gotcha.
That's what I said. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So
Question
read his
number
thing.
1.
Calm
Where's
down.
a good place to get wings?
Wings over.
where's the best burgers in this joint, man?
Do you have any weed?
Because we're gonna take them before you die.
Right.
Because
Because I want to go White Castle and I want to have a good time.
So what are we gonna ask him, gentlemen?
Where is his tribe
Well, don't
located?
we? Do we?
Wait a minute, is this happening like now?
Now.
Yeah, we have to figure out what 3
Don't we
questions
know
we're
where
going to
the
ask.
tribe is?
Wait a minute, then that makes no sense.
Well, no, this happens before all your guys end.
Oh,
Because yours,
I didn't catch that part.
I know.
you're
Sorry.
basically, your stories all end the next day.
Okay, so
But
we're
this
starting this
happens-
right now here, but this
Yeah.
happens
Yeah.
there. Gotcha.
It's a squeakle. It's a
It's a
prequel,
squeakle.
and a sequel.
It's
It's a
basically,
squeak-
you all
it's a
have a
preschool.
story, but you can add an
It's a squeakle, 'cause
input
you're squeaking
into
it in
that
there.
sequence of the
Preschool.
story.
Okay. So does he get? Is there just
Oh,
3
you-
questions or?
There's 3 total questions.
So
Okay.
we can come up with it, and I'll ask him before he.
Anyone
finalizes.
can ask them the questions.
Oh, I thought. I'm
Your
using
magic is inside your mind, so when you ask them a question, you grab the thoughts that come to us.
That's what I figured.
Got it.
So what do we need to know from this guy?
Well, Mark said, or
Where's
should
his
I say,
tribe?
Mark Torrey said, "Where is his tribe?"
Miles
But
Well, I mean, do we know
Miles
why
Carver.
why
Whatever
his
your name
people
is.
attacked us in the first place?
I thought we knew that.
Because we came across them and scared them because they're tribe of barbarians.
Well, they were guarding the pyramid, right? Is that
There was a
Yeah,
group
I
of them
got
camped
Do
outside the
not,
pyramid.
Knock Steve
Do
is
not seek the treasure.
no, he is the barbarian chieftain.
Yes.
When did we first come across Knock Steve? Have we ever come across
Last time we played.
Okay,
You've never heard of them before.
we've never heard of him before.
No.
Yeah.
Who is Knock Steve's? That we want to know.
How did we just find out who Knox Steve is?
John told us.
Oh, well,
No,
that's,
I think our boys
The
need a
first-
refresher of who Knocked is.
basically
you guys were
the
talking
first
through the entire
band of
intro, so you
barbarians
have
you
no
fought,
idea.
well, I was reading my.
one of them surrendered.
I know.
You guys killed him anyway.
Yeah.
But before he said that they served Noct.
Oh, okay. So then
So
we
he's
should
no
say,
one to us.
huh?
He's no one to us.
We want to. We
But
want to
we
know where
should
his
ask.
tribe is located
Why do we want to know where the tribe is?
in case you need to go there.
So we can go look for Knox Steve.
Is he really important at this point?
Well,
We got
We gotta go to the library.
a lot of fucking fish to kill.
we gotta go to the library.
We asked them why they were guarding the pyramid.
That might
That
be worth
would-
knowing.
Yeah, that would be worth.
That's
knowing.
really good.
Okay.
All right.
So we'll ask
Why
him,
were you guarding the pyramid?
Thank you.
Why are we
Thank
guarding
you.
the pyramid?
Good question.
Well, she says the mother, who is another leader within in the tribe, that basically is the advisor to Noct,
Uh-oh.
told them a great weakness is contained within that pyramid, and the days that it was great should be forgotten. So they basically keep intruders out of it.
Not so worth buying, I guess.
Okay.
Well,
Intruders on. I mean,
Yeah.
what's in it?
You won't know that. He's just the guards guy.
That's true. He probably doesn't know
He doesn't
anything.
know
Well, you guys were in it.
I know.
You
Yeah.
know more about
We were
what's in it
already
than
there.
they
I
have.
know
Oh,
what
yeah.
I do.
They're frightened of going in there.
Yeah.
That's why when you guys when
You have to do battle.
when you went and sought shelter 2 matches before when you found this pyramid,
Yes, yes.
they just camped outside trying to wait you out because they wouldn't go inside.
Yeah.
Any other
Okay.
questions for the man before he has his Caesar and dies?
Maybe some information. Well, maybe see if he has any information on where the next piece might be. Any rumors? Any kind of anything like that?
The barbarian tribe, the king he can help us out.
Yeah. We didn't know where that is. Where he is.
Where's Steve?
How would we contact
Not Steve.
not Steve?
He says those that seek him do have no problems.
That's not a good enough answer. I'm going to need a little bit more than that, sir.
All right, probing into his mind, you find that he has already gathered almost the 4th adjacent tribe to him is in the process of getting subjugated. 3 other tribes have already been broken, and he is considered the successor to Malnok.
Oh yeah, Melna.
Oh,
And
Melnock.
you guys may not be as familiar, but
Like
when
it
we
was
had
yesterday.
a long time ago the flashback when Bobby wasn't able to make it before Jay joined the group, you guys flashed back to before you originally died,
That was a prequel.
Yeah.
and you guys were all in the military together,
Yeah.
and you were fighting a tribe of barbarians.
Yeah.
That was the tribe of Malnok.
You have way too much time.
Melnock.
Melnock.
We gotta find John Francino.
Who could be related to
Not
not
Steve.
Steve?
So basically, when they attacked,
I love how I
The-
changed the thing.
the tribe wasn't completely defeated in combat, but Malnok fell in combat, and as soon as he fell, kind of the strength of personality collapsed, and the horde of tribes basically dissolved and went back into the wastes.
Sure, last question. We do want us to save you.
We could just do it anyway.
He's gonna have another look at Caesar.
Oh my
You
gosh.
asked him what his last meal was.
Wizard,
Trust
please.
Me. I have a best friend who has Caesar.
I have
It's not gonna
money,
kill him right now.
And I know you know
What if his head
how.
on a rock?
Wait, what?
Guys, please, can you resurrect this man? You don't have resurrect?
Yeah, but why?
So we can ask him more questions.
I can hire him, and then I can add to my horde of people I have.
Because here's the thing.
Get
The last,
representatives.
honestly, the last time we did this, we got Elf on the Shelf.
We got
Elf
a
on the
we
Shelf?
got
What's
a
his
giant-
name? Elf on the
I got a
Shelf?
giant elf on the shelf, and I want a barbarian.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, an
rich,
elf
bitch.
on the shelf and a giant in the playground. We're going to
Yeah.
go.
I want a
So
barbarian.
basically, and it's a random whatever.
Yeah.
We can have an indentured in
I can
as a
have an
sponsor.
Yeah,
indentured
but the only person that was able to do that was your druid powers.
That's why I was asking him. It's
I don't
comedy
have
because
that.
I
I
know
don't-
he's a useless wizard.
Sorry.
It was the druid that had the power of
Yeah, I don't even have
reincarnate.
that power. I don't
I
even
know.
have.
I was
yeah.
teasing you.
No, that
you
sucks.
dumb-
So the druids have our control of life and death,
All
so
he
they
has is
can
massage.
they can do the cycle.
Yeah, I can massage him.
Massage him.
Like you
He can reverse gravity as he has a seizure, he just flies
Yeah.
up into the sky.
Wait, can we do that? Just watch him twitch out in the sky.
Hey, what does vampiric touch do?
What?
What does vampiric touch do?
Turns into a vampire.
What does vampiric touch do?
Turns
It
into a
allows you to
vampire.
drain hit points from someone.
With your dead hand.
I just train this guy right now.
That's not nice. Poor guy.
So you gonna
Finish
ask
our-
him a third question, or
Anybody else, Jeremy?
I'm thinking,
he's doing research? Google says we should.
Google says we should ask
I
this
was like,
guy,
what'd
what
you
is
ask
this
about? Smiley face or a frowny face?
Be like, Cortana, what should I ask the dying captive?
911.
I feel like we should ask a question about the.
Oh!
Go ahead.
What were you going to say?
Yeah.
So I feel like we should ask him a question about who this woman is that supposedly.
We know who it is. It's your sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
so
I mean, I don't
can we
know.
ask
That's
him
why she
about?
wants me to
Can we
kill
ask him
myself.
about the location of the elves?
Why do we want to know where the elves are?
Are you serious?
You
Don't
always
we
need to
already know
where
where
the
the elves?
Dude.
But do you think he knows where the elves are?
Yeah.
He's a red shirt. I mean, he's not gonna know much.
Look,
So basically, you have the kingdom. The elven kingdom's to the west of your kingdom. The wastes are up in the northeast. past your
Wild
kingdom.
lands.
Essentially, but it's a hot desert instead of like a cold wasteland.
Yeah.
Same thing.
So
Use blue Sharpie on it. You'll be able to get it off.
don't have a third question.
No, we definitely.
No, we
need to
definitely
have a
do.
Third question.
2 hours.
Okay,
What's the third
so
question?
Look at that s'more seed.
How do you like your soups?
Watching the wheels turn.
Oh,
How do you like these apples?
what's a dick for?
What's the dick for? He goes, what's the dick for? And he just dies.
Oh, he just goes,
That sounds like a worthwhile last question.
Yeah.
That sounds like something we would do.
all right. Let's ask him if there are any other ancient sites that their people are guarding.
Oh,
Besides
That's
Very
actually a
good.
good one, Hudson.
we can
Very
ask
good.
him.
Thanks.
Will
Thanks,
DC
Google.
ever have a good superhero movie?
Thanks, Google.
no, stop.
Thanks, Google. What was your question?
His question was, are
Are there
there
any other sites like the pyramid that they're guarding?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Sacred sites.
Sacred temples.
Gage's reaction, see if he's making this shit up.
It's not completely available knowledge,
Yeah.
but he knows the legend when Nock first appeared to his tribe.
The Legend of the
The
Hidden Temple.
mother had sent him
Legend of the Hidden
into
Temple.
a valley that supposedly is
Tip.
full of ghosts, and the tribesmen do not go there. And when Nock emerged from here, he was a changed man. He was stronger, and he carried a blade that no one has ever been able to defeat him in combat. And the mother sent him there.
Kill him.
Where's the valley?
Get that
Oh,
gem.
he's gonna
man.
die.
Get that gem.
No, not that guy.
He's gonna die anyway.
Knock Steve.
Well, Paladin, dude, I can't do stuff like that anymore.
Does he know which direction the valley lays in?
Oh my gosh, I totally forgot you're a paladin.
he knows the general
Yeah, he is.
position, but he's dead
Oh
now.
no.
Thanks for playing.
No
He's
further
a-
information.
Guys, he's a paladin now.
Yes. You can't do anything. He's useless to us.
Well, I was just wondering if
I
that
mean,
was
he's
included
so
in.
helpful.
Yeah, but he's not the honor paladin. He has different ideals
They're
than.
paladin by name only.
I like to talk to your character,
Okay.
in character, about your organization
Okay.
and your ability to sneak.
Would you like to invest in my organization?
No, just
For
oh,
only
oh,
2,150
stop looking at my
coins,
change purse.
Could you buy in for one share of the business?
Why?
Yeah, sure,
I don't
doesn't
care about
mean-
money.
All right. So
Good to
now,
know.
We'll talk later.
Okay.
so that happened after the ambush. So now the rest of your story proceeds on, and you guys, some of you make some new discoveries, learn about other things going on. So a few people have some interesting dreams.
Fancy meeting you here.
Right.
I used up Yale box of tissues last night.
Whoa.
Fantastic.
You had a lot of crying to do.
Well, I wasn't thinking that.
Well, the only people that wake
I'll try to make a GG
wake
friendly.
up naked next to each other are Jay and Mark.
Yeah. You just want to jump right into it?
I'm covered in blood next to a dead dude.
Yeah.
So
So,
I werewolfed out basically. Is what
Oh.
happened.
She's like, "You're gonna finish."
so
that?"
I guess my response to that would be grapple. Should I roll for initiative?
The
We
reach
could,
around.
we could have a battle
So
in
you
the
could.
bedroom.
So let me get this straight.
My
You're gonna
response would
wrestle a naked man covered in blood.
Prone.
I feel like
Why
this
not?
needs to be a Facebook post.
So, yeah, that's pretty
So
neat.
it's
Yeah,
you're
so,
traveling with some people. You wake up and
So
The guy's next
I'm a
to it.
werewolf.
Okay. I shouldn't be surprised at this point.
Yeah. Just a heads up.
Yeah. So does everybody else know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Only you and the other guy don't.
The other guy
Are you
doesn't.
guys in
Well,
a
he's-
Monk doesn't
secret?
know.
He's gonna know
Yeah,
now.
Monk
Keep it
knows.
secret.
Yeah. Oh, the monk knows. Oh,
Oh,
that's
the
right.
monk-
You're still
oh
the
yeah,
same
yeah.
person.
It's still the
Yeah.
same person, just
I
different
just
character.
you just changed your colors, but you're still the same guy.
yeah,
That's right.
Okay.
he exchanged classes. He went back
You're
to
the
the
constable.
yeah.
Now he's a
original.
monk.
Yeah, yeah.
In other words, he put down the gun and picked up a staff.
I never had a gun.
Yeah.
I never had a gun.
But so
I get what you mean.
Yeah. Metaphor.
so what
They
else?
put down the mace.
Anything else? Anyone want to else share? What happened?
Yeah.
That was
I
not
had
a
a
pause. That was
dream.
an actual
Question. When he comes out of his bedroom, you're covered in gore, right?
No,
Like,
not,
Well, you guys
not
were in
out
a
of the
camp.
bedroom.
So basically, you
We're out
guys
in the
were
woods
all in the
somewhere.
camp. When you guys wake up, The two of them are gone. He woke up before all you guys, and he stumbles across him a little ways away from the camp.
So there's a good explanation for this.
I'm waiting.
I'm a sleepwalk eater.
Yeah.
I wake up in the middle of the night, and I saw this deer, and I just started eating it.
Besides being a werewolf, there's a ghostly being that came into the camp and like told me to kill myself. So I
What?
plunged a sword into my stomach.
So what are you still doing here?
Reference
He's a
episode.
werewolf. When
I think
he
I-
hits
for
critical
some
hit
reason,
points, he
you're aware
wears
of
a
Brought out the werewolf in me.
That's season 6.
That makes sense, huh?
Brought the dog in me.
Well, his weapon is in silver.
Oh.
So I can't kill myself,
Uh-huh.
technically.
Hold on.
Well, that's good to know for future
Wait.
reference.
Oh, they're okay. Sorry.
Yeah,
I'll wait
so-
until they join our party.
Yeah, why you keep interrupting?
Sorry.
You have to have an extra, like, loin cloth there.
Just walk in
No,
with, like,
just the one.
with some like innards over your privates.
Yeah, he's just holding the deer.
Yeah.
Do you have like
my
a knife or something
God.
they skin this deer with? So I can...
It's like coming out its mouth. You see a little dong coming out of the mouth.
Oh, your
that
dog
knife,
is
I
in
guess.
the deer's mouth?
Codpiece. Or codpiece.
Big steaming, dripping copies.
Watch the antlers.
Oh, God.
Ooh. Freudian, ooh.
Right. Okay. So you know we're not walking back to town like together.
No, like, we're back to camp first.
Make sure he walks
Or
Like,
to
I
camp.
don't
Actually,
really
wait,
know
wait,
you.
step behind you.
No,
the
in
entire
front.
time. Oh, yeah.
In
No,
front.
that's fine. I have no problem with that.
All right.
Well, I'm not gonna turn to werewolf now because the sun's out.
Still, you
Only
smell
turn to
bad.
werewolf
You
on
just smell
that
bad.
night. I know, yeah. There's an extreme I'll jump into.
All right.
All right, so you guys are in
Yeah.
camp, and the two of them come back. One covered.
Hey,
in
guess what? I
blood.
werewolfed again.
What the hell happened to you guys?
I werewolfed. You're still alive?
Yes, I'm still alive.
Still
That
alive.
chick last night was creepy. She was over top of you, whispering things into your ear for like a long time.
Dude, there was a huge shadow whispering things. It's very weird.
You're like a sexy woman. Sexy woman.
It was a sick. Wait, no.
I'll tell you right now, the sheet that John printed out for me says that she was a sexy woman.
I feel like they have
I got
two
a
very
shadow.
different definitions
It says
of
like
sexy
a
woman.
really tall man
Oh, an alluring woman.
staring into my soul.
Well, Brian, different strokes for different
To me, it
folks.
I guess
says,
so.
in the dead of night, an alluring woman steps out of the night into the light of my camp.
Oh,
You're
Instinct
camp,
leads for me
but
to
you
reach.
weren't here.
Yeah, I was at the time. I was on guard at the time.
Oh,
You
okay.
let me finish my thing.
All right.
You jerk. Instinct leads me to reach for my weapons, of course. But then a calm fell over me. Then a sense of safety then settled over me as the woman
Jizzed your
approached
pants.
and whispered in my ear.
What?
I was enthralled, and I watched her graceful movements of her body as she left me and knelt over you, your sleeping body, as she closed her eyes. For a long period of time, she was there. Then she stood up, came over to me, and told me to kill myself.
What?
So I took my dagger and jabbed it into my chest.
Kill myself.
But luckily, the werewolf in me
Slash
saved me.
Slash
I turned to a werewolf,
Yeah.
ran off into the woods, killed a deer.
I
Is
feel
this
like
like-
that's how a lot of
No, come back this
relationships
way.
end,
I
honestly.
feel like this is like the vagina monster from Game of Thrones.
The vagina monologues.
The vagina
D&D
monster.
Give me that clicker.
It's an actual story. It's an actual thing that's going on.
Yeah,
You
this
don't need
is,
for clicks.
this is all real
This is
stuff
actual
here.
stuff. Roberto.
You're trying to read, and these two are fucking around.
Yeah, you guys are goofing off. I'm
Hey, I
actually
was
in the game.
listening.
Every time I click
Wait,
this, it's not
if
your
you were
fault.
on guard
Yeah,
last night,
yeah.
then explain this. I drop a severed head of an obvious dwarf on the table with facial tattoos. It was like, did you drop this on my chest?
What?
Nope.
You were on
You're-
guard.
You're sounding less than believable.
Maybe as a werewolf I did.
He wanted to bring you a present to show his loyalty.
Yeah, maybe as a werewolf I did, but I don't remember doing it when I
Alright.
was in human form. Remember, I black out when I go werewolf.
I do remember that. You said that you had this weird, crazy ass thing where, is the illusionist at work? No, hold on. I'm gonna take this thing and like reach into the eye socket.
What?
I just want to make sure, like, tactilely, does it feel real?
No, you definitely can feel the head.
It wasn't
That's
a man.
gross.
Yeah, that's,
And now
This
you
is-
have eyeball in your hand.
yeah, that's gross.
This
You're both gonna have to go wash in a
He's
stream
fucking
now.
a deer head, and you're
This
walking
is-
around with a
Fucking
This
deer that ate
is
the
the
dude.
head. This is the head of the High Druid King.
Oh,
Well, how would I find that?
I was joshing.
that's
you.
not
No,
not
didn't do
Steven,
it.
is it?
No, it's not.
Not
Not
Steve?
Steve.
Not
Hi-
Steve.
His name.
Steve.
Not Steve.
was Thor Smasher Hammersmelt. Shut up.
Really?
Thor Smasher Hammersmelt.
Awesome name.
Say
Can I
his
steal
name.
that?
Thor
Smasher Hammer Smelt. Thank you. God damn it. I
If I
spiked the
say-
head.
If I say it 3 times, does he come back to life?
No.
Oh.
Beetlejuice.
Anyway,
Don't say it 3 times.
oh, stop.
Don't bring that kind of shit around here. This is where I work. I don't want that shit around here.
Come on.
It's the Alps.
The elves.
Every single fucking elf I see.
What language?
Every
say
elf
elves
you
around here.
see, what happened?
You can't say elves here.
It's gonna.
Are you sure it's the elves?
I'm sure it's the elves.
Because
I'm sure it's.
this morning I was out and
can't
I
just
was,
Racist. We can't just assume it's all elves.
Yeah. We need to build a
There
wall
could be a
around
couple
Elven Kingdom.
extreme elves, but we can't just sit here and paint
Yeah.
the whole elf community.
We're not gonna have a travel ban in elves now.
Yeah.
No one is building a wall, all right?
building a wall.
No
God,
one is
you're the
building
elves.
a wall.
You always talk about the elves.
Some bad
They're
home
good,
raised.
they're good elves.
Some
my
bad
best.
home raised.
There, oh, there's an elf.
so like I was saying, I was out this morning and
Bad
I
hombre.
noticed some tracks. There seems to be a
Elf
group
tracks?
shadowing us. They're not really trying to, from what I can tell, they're not really trying to hinder us at all, but they're definitely following.
Illusionists. It's an illusion because every single person that we dispatched or killed is back in this world
Yeah,
to
we're
taunt us
creating
again.
enemies as we move along here.
Cast True Seeing. You're the worst wizard in the world. Cast True Seeing.
He's like, wait a
Oh,
minute, what's
see,
spell
I didn't even see what you
I thought I
said.
said truth seems.
Yes, I was like, what the hell did he say? You're just like,
at meet one on his face like,
Cast it, sir, now.
right,
I grab. I'm
True
looking
Seeing.
around. Can I roll like to make sure everything's cool?
You look around.
We're gonna pick up your papers first.
7 plus a lot. She's over there.
Bobby, all I heard was Cameroon. I'm like, what?
You know what Bobanese, that means. You know,
So when you look at
True
you
Seeing,
around
yeah.
you.
Yeah.
It was like one word.
in Pig Latin?
yeah.
All right.
Cash True Seed,
In
John.
smoky New York back alley talk, that's truth past truth seeing.
Nothing is concealed to you right now. However, you do see the residue of magic. You see the residue of enchantment magic on
Guys.
Miles,
I
and
know
you
that's
see
not
the
right.
residue of divination magic on
Me.
Kazaa.
On my private parts.
What?
And-
Divination.
and
So
there was-
someone was trying to read your mind while you were sleeping?
Probably. They got all my spells.
They didn't
My
get
magic
much.
missiles. Yeah,
they
yeah.
didn't get much. Like, wait, magic missile. I don't what?
Why is all these magic missiles?
Yeah, all I read is magic missiles.
Yeah, go. Aaron, just the two?
Yeah.
I love when Jay does it quickly. He gets so passionate by it. Click, click.
All right, so the elves are following us. Does that mean we gotta be careful where we go because they're like trying
Not
to get
me,
us
no.
to lead them
Got-
somewhere?
So,
They're tracking us, definitely.
All right, so
Plus
did I
your
perceive
shit,
any?
man.
Also, the woman you saw last night, just so you
Did I
know,
sleep with her?
no,
Oh.
not that you remember, unless she likes some furry.
Oh,
Hey.
hey.
Some chicks do.
Just so you know, if anyone's going that route, it was not Lord Albert Shaw's adopted sister.
Thank
No, I already
God.
slept with her.
Yeah.
Finally, someone that's not
I already
her.
banged her.
So from the footprints I saw, did I perceive like maybe were they dwarven size shoes? Maybe
They're not elven.
they're not elven.
They're humans.
They are humans.
So we are being followed by someone, but not the elves?
Your best guess is they're probably more tribesmen.
It's probably more barbarian.
No,
tribesmen.
no elven band.
Barbarians.
So they're looking for revenge, I guess. Looking to
Or
steal the old...
good time.
But they like when you guys essentially ambushed the party, you just happened upon them, and they were probably in cover no more than 30 feet from you. So with his tracking, what he said, these tracks go back a long while, farther than he went today. So most likely they were shadowing you the entire time, and they never attacked you.
But I thought they
You
were
attacked
guarding the entrance to
They
the...
were. They attacked you then.
When we tried to break into there.
Yeah, okay, so they were... All right.
Essentially, we're the bad guys.
We should go.
We're always the bad
Yes,
guys.
we should. We're like
So
making
then
enemies.
there's
literally,
a
with
good
everybody.
possibility that we're not that far away from their main settlement.
We should go ask them.
Yeah.
We should go kill them.
Let's go try to make contact.
But
We
where?
made-
I don't know. Smoke signals. They're not that far. We could probably shout. I got this here horn.
I don't know what that does. Though,
I know. I can't wait to find out.
But the other two
horn of
party members
narwhal
have
summoning.
more information. Anything they would like
Oh,
to
there's still
share?
more?
Well, I mean, other than I shared that I saw a man standing as tall as 6
Yeah,
minutes.
but that was just a dream.
Oh, that was my dream.
Yeah, what happened
But,
when he woke up?
he saw women.
What happened when he woke up?
Pivotal lips.
He
I
just
just
woke up.
had a vivid dream after I woke up. After we did
The lips.
the choice,
lips.
that night you experienced a vivid dream of a journey east from Astroport into the mountains
See? There we go.
to a structure hidden away, surrounded by a lake of crystal clear water. Suddenly, the feeling of being watched grabs your attention, and you notice a giant shadow being cast over you. Spinning about, you find a man standing as tall as 6 men, staring into your soul. So,
Is there a lake nearby? Where
we need to
are?
Your
find
dream, no.
know.
Your dream is divination.
east of Astroport into the mountains near a lake.
Brian, please roll a d20 to find out the school of divination.
He had a dream about a Poland
Yeah, I
Springs
know, but we
commercial.
know what sort of magic is being cast on you. Oh my God.
He's got to get better at playing his character. Not gonna
9.
do that if you hold his hand.
Yeah,
Plus-
don't hold my hand. Let me figure it out.
Well, he's not a super D&D fan.
He's not.
Do you know what divination means?
No.
What,
You know what
what
the-
his what his character?
You know what?
I thought I was the only one.
Yeah, I know. no.
Do you know what the divine something means?
Yeah, like divine divinity
He
or.
doesn't.
No, not
I have
divine.
no idea what that means.
Oh, what did you say?
Divine.
Divine.
How do you divine?
Not
There's-
divine,
Divine
but
in
divine.
mystic. Yeah,
Like when
sorry.
you have a stick and you divine
Divining
for
rod.
water.
Oh, divide.
Divine.
No.
Just tell
All right,
him.
all right.
Same word.
It's the school
It's
of
not
magic.
divine. It's
to
like
use-
divining to figure something
You
out.
were actually a divination wizard.
This whole time you never even knew.
Nope. At divination, you're divining the future. You're using magic to find answers.
All right.
That's why you're able to probe people's thoughts, or
It's like Mark saying, wait, I'm supposed to steal things? I just do that naturally anyways.
so basically, someone cast divination magic on you last night.
Okay.
So
And
you,
what do you know happened last night?
Mark told me a woman was above me and told him to kill himself.
And what else did the woman do?
Whispered in my ear. I was sleeping. I don't
Yeah.
know.
She gave you the dream, genius.
She gave you the dream.
She was in your shit.
And that's why I saw the tall guy.
Yeah. So your entire thing is
And the mountain and it's all the.
So, you guys know from
The lake.
before that you had the library to go to.
yeah.
Yes.
The library was east of Astroport in the mountains.
Oh, okay.
But he also told you no one else knows where the library is.
Except for me. Or my
But-
dream.
Someone was looking into your dream.
To find the information.
To find out where the library is.
To find out where the library is. But was I hiding the library?
Yes. You are the library.
Oh!
Get your ass
All
to
right,
the
am I
mountains.
right? Did I
Am
figure it
I the
out?
library?
You're not really the library.
Oh man, that would have been so.
It's so cool.
That would've been
Like
a twist.
Inception type shit right
Yeah.
there. Man, that'd have been cool if I
You
figured
are
it
the
out.
library.
but you are the
are
librarian.
Wait, am I the librarian?
No, you're the archivist.
I'm not, well, I thought it was
You are the
Matrix.
you're
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 the goddamn
You're the
catalog
mage.
system.
are you the dark archivist?
Yeah, the dark archivist.
Jared Sandusky.
He's the yellow archivist.
I'm the yellow archivist. Yeah. Well, there you go.
All right, like the intro said, where he was like, we need to go to the library,
Yeah, now we need to go to the library.
but now it seems someone else wants to go to the library.
So that's even more information why we should go to the library.
Yeah, we need to go to the library.
Or we can catch them first and take their library card.
Sounds like some kind of thing from Sesame Street. That's not called library.
We need to listen.
Actually,
Look, we have the heart. The sooner we find
It's
out,
the Telltale Heart.
this is the Lich's heart. The sooner we find out what it takes to destroy this heart, the closer we'll be to enacting our overall goal, which is honestly just the destruction of Solsi.
I could cheat on it.
Yeah.
But here's
Well,
the
the,
thing.
the paladin had a dream too.
What's your dream?
Actually, my
It was an
dream
awesome
was
dream.
more of a nod from Zeora, the goddess, or my patron goddess.
Oh yeah.
She gave me two pieces of advice. In order to effectively defeat her brother Ben Solus, we have to defeat his minions because they're his arms and legs in this world. Without them, his entire power structure is like a house of cards. So the more of them we defeat, the easier it is to defeat him.
So your God is telling you to inform us that maybe all-out war and quick body kills is the way to go.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, the second part.
We need to hurry up and rebuild the South. Otherwise, another event like the one that happened where the dead were walking amongst the living could happen again.
Okay,
I'll be right back.
I'm going to write this down. The problems that we have to deal with.
Nothing at your finger.
There are the elves, right, which are tracking us.
Yes.
The
I know
white,
it's humans that were tracking.
The
the
tribesmen.
white robesmen, which have been stealing souls in the gems, right?
Yep.
Well, they've been selling soul gems and dwarven technology.
What would dwarven technology be?
Shut up. I'll tell you in a
The
second.
dwarves actually do have firearms.
Yeah.
Their main force has androids
right.
and firearms.
Help me.
You mean
Help,
golems?
help me write them all.
Yeah, they're
Dude, help me write
golems,
them all.
but they're
Please.
robots that the dwarves
Just
make.
get, need to put our main enemies on this thing.
Big Crag was a
Yeah,
dwarven
okay.
robot.
Oh, yeah, I
The
remember
giants, right?
Yeah.
And they basically have primitive firearms that you put
Are
soul
the giants
gems
working
into
with the
them,
barbarians?
and they
Is
basically
that-
turn
No,
them
I think
into
barbarians
laser
are
shots.
separate.
Okay,
Oh,
good.
okay.
Barbarians are friends.
Oh yeah, that was a long time ago.
Or
Alright,
should
alright.
be.
And they're selling them.
Barbarians are going to guard the temple.
And what you learned before,
Yeah.
they were
They
selling
were
them
guarding
to
it,
the
so we
tribesmen.
didn't go in there.
Yeah. Well, I was in there already.
I mean,
So
realistically.
Hey, stuff going on.
Oh, there is. Oh, in elves, you can. Elves is in Solsi.
No, Solstice separate.
No. You learned before that there is Solsi has returned to the Elven Corp and is now advising the Elven King
Yeah.
because his old advisor was the Druid Council, which has grown silent. And now the only voice in the ear of the king
Oh,
is Solsi,
so the Dwarven Council, the
Dwar-
king just died.
Druid.
Yeah.
the Druid Council.
So they're bored.
Oh, God.
Are we killing things yet?
What?
Just look at it. Either way, we're going to the library.
Yep.
Is this our main opponents?
Wow.
Help me out. No, just shut up.
Is there like a
Elves, the white robes people, the elves, Solsi's leading the elvish king, and basically has his influence there, and there's the giants.
the big bad, right? Isn't there
Well, they're
some big bad
basically
out
all connected in
Ben
one
Solus
manner or
about that.
another.
Yeah, but this is the whole thing that we
Ben
we have.
Solus.
But he doesn't exist in this world
Well, Bane Solus doesn't exist. And Bane Solus is all the way
there?
over
That's
here.
who Solstice works for.
No, two
yet. Well,
different
in essence,
people.
Yeah.
he wants the power. Solsi, when he was mortal and not a lich, he was the avatar of Bane Solus.
Yeah.
They defeated him and pulled out the power of Bane Solus, and that turned him into a lich. It destroyed him, his living.
Mortal form.
So now he's internally bound to the god of death, and that's what gave him his immortality he has now. But he wants that power back. He was a lot more powerful when
So
he was the
Bane
avatar.
Solus doesn't exist here yet.
He's
He
inside the
wants-
crystal.
He wants the power that Solsi.
No, Solsi wants his power.
Solstice wants Ben Solstice. Yeah.
Oh, and those crystals are.
They're prisons.
Mm.
The crystals were created by the archivists to imprison rogue gods.
Which unfortunately Brian's one of somehow. We don't know how, but somehow.
You're understanding all this.
They had a bad resume day and hired Brian.
Jesus. All right.
Hey, come on now.
He's the lead intern.
flow charts.
All right, so,
library.
so you guys are gonna head south. Are you guys gonna stop anywhere?
Yes.
Yes, always.
Cracker Barrel.
Home cooking.
Are there any?
Always stop for Cracker
Are there
Barrel.
any inns or shops or anything along the
Or
way
Tim Hortons.
along this road?
You really use a bear claw.
Ooh.
There's
You just
plenty
have
of
them rip one
towns
off.
between here and the south.
I like to sit down next time we're at like a stop and have a drink with Miles Carver.
Okay.
Fantastic. Let's all go to the bar.
That's a great
Let's
idea.
all go to the tavern.
Not the first time we stopped in, but the second time.
I don't know, man. The last time I rolled to get drunk, I ended up decapitating someone.
Oh no.
All right. Well, don't
Don't
worry.
drink.
Just,
And that
yeah,
person, I ended up being my father.
have
so-
some goddamn impulse control, you paladin. Stop drinking.
Have some non-alcoholic mead.
Have some old duels.
All
Don't
right.
make me pull out the sword.
Quickly.
Flanagan's.
Quickly.
Bloody.
My whole monk bit. I've learned a lot recently.
It's not true, is it? You're not really a monk.
No, I am a monk. No. I'm a monk. I have this money now. I would like to actually get rid of it.
I'll take it from you.
No, shut up.
Oh.
But the thing is, I also have this weird kind of power. Now, I can actually, I don't know if you saw in our last encounter, but I actually went through like the shadows and came out on the other end. I can actually get behind people, dude. Not only that, but if it's low light, I go invisible. I need you, if possible, if you need me to steal stuff within reason, I could help you out.
Wow.
Within your reason or my reason? That's a big difference.
Well, that's the thing. My alignment would suggest a flexible moral standard when it comes to legalities.
Well, out of order. You're hired.
Well, I'm not, no. I'm just saying I
What do you
have.
want from me, man?
He doesn't have a 401k plan.
I want to.
Do you need health care? What do you
I
need?
want to learn how to assassinate.
It's pretty easy, actually. Kill people.
You just get up behind
Lesson
him.
over.
So,
Take
like-
knife, plunge into throat, wait for blood to come out, pull
is
knife
it, is it
out,
always
let
at the,
body drop.
Is it always at the torso?
No, neck first.
Oh wait, so it's like.
Yeah,
cross?
'cause you're cross. They're cross.
But what, can you
Someone's
get 'em, like, up?
cross-classing.
You could get like the heart one, but that's more difficult. Go easy. Go right to the neck.
Go quietly
That's
into the
Large
night.
target.
Neck slide.
Take my drink, hoist it, slang, kooga bang, NC. Thank you.
Welcome to the thing from Assassin's Creed. What's the? You know what I'm talking about.
Danger zone?
No.
Yeah, Danger. Welcome to the Brotherhood of Danger Zone.
Remember they had the things you.
Oh, he's got to do an eagle dive.
Brotherhood. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, you gotta do an eagle dive.
Yeah.
what's that?
Eagle.
You find a very
No.
tall building
Here,
and
the
you jump
first
off of
thing you do
it.
to become part of the group, you have to go up to the top of the bar, jump off the peak, and scream eagle and land into a hay bale.
That's
If
easy.
you survive, you're in.
That's easy.
All right, go do it.
Dude, you know I'm just gonna do exactly that.
Can we
And
all
I'm-
do that?
No, shut up.
All right. Welcome.
To the Brotherhood.
Wait, are
Yay.
you multi-classing?
To the danger zone.
Oh, God.
Oh man.
No.
Thank you.
So he's an assassinating monk now.
He's not an assassin.
All right. So you guys basically stopped at a traveler's inn. That's basically
There's a
on the
panel
road.
on right now.
The paddle.
You guys are drinking among themselves, chat. You hear some of the other travelers complaining that several caravans have been going missing due to giant raids.
Not my problem. Moving on. Next town.
Oh, whoa, hold on.
hang
What
on.
do they need here? Because, dude, because I have money. What would it take to actually raise an army or structure this thing a little bit better?
Why do you want to raise an army?
Well, okay.
We're going to the library.
No,
Stuff for
they
these
never
side
they never
novels.
attack this inn. They just say on the road.
Okay.
There's been
To stop at any
Find a
place,
different road.
to stop at any place and not have some sort of resource that we can give these people to make it easier for the fight that's overall going to be against us in
Well,
the first
yeah,
place.
the goddess
know what
warned
we
me
could
that
do?
we needed to rebuild the
You know what
south
you
as
could
we
do?
went.
Teach them fire and then get the fuck out of here.
Do you want to do that?
We need backup. I mean, you're
We
right.
don't need backup. We never need backup.
Yeah,
we
we
just
do.
kill
We
everything
do.
and move on.
I think
Oh,
you're
it's
right.
crazy.
though.
Okay, so are the giants? What direction are they moving in? Do they say?
Wait, don't we have a giant?
I have a giant. He's
He's
on
gone.
he's
None of
working
the
on it.
the caravans that have been ambushed. Anyone survived? So we don't know where
Of
they're
course
coming.
not. They're fighting giants.
But from the remains, we can tell by the boulders that have been crushing wagons and by the footprints left behind or the mangling of bodies that look like they were hit repeatedly with a tree trunk, we are assuming that they're giants.
So nobody's actually seen any giants.
No,
We're
that,
just assuming.
Just assuming. Okay.
Fake news.
Fake news.
That was the first thing that
Fake
like, this is, I
news.
smell a ruse.
Okay, so what? We just wait for on a trade route where one of the caravans are due to come through, and then just ambush them.
No, we just leave and go to the next place.
We're just not making
Why are we
plans
stopping?
here.
Why do we do this all the time?
Because this is the day.
And this
So
is
This is
what,
what
we
we do.
do. Is
Who is there any visible leader in this?
this is like just
a
like a
bad
trader's inn.
Yeah.
It's just along the road. There is an inn and like a bar. They basically sell minimal food just to keep people on the road.
well, maybe
place
we
to
could
get out.
offer to get rid of the giant problem in exchange for food and lodging.
That's a pretty hefty fucking price. I don't know if I mean, I'm a
We're-
big beefy guy,
yeah,
but I don't
we're-
feel like I'm going
We're
up
going
against a
after
troop
giants,
of giants.
for like
Just for a place to fucking stay. And a cup of freaking warm brown. I don't think so.
Giants is on the menu.
No, now if they open the bar, maybe.
Open bar every time we pass through.
No. Open the bar to me.
Oh, okay. The bar just
Give
they
me
name it
all
after
your
you?
alcohol. Half your sugar and tobacco.
Okay,
and
so
we're good.
so then we're looking for more compensation other than a good deed done.
Yes.
Yeah.
Were the cheaper if I just bought the bar?
And did
Yeah.
what? Burn it down?
No.
Probably.
Yeah, honestly, you could buy the bar and tell these people to get the fuck out, and we could. But I wouldn't do that.
I think we
These
gotta
are
make
nice-
peace.
Oh, but then the bar would be under my
Why
protection.
are we making peace?
No, we said we're
Then the bar would be
army
under my
or
company's
get people
protection.
with us. I think that's a good idea. Weren't you just saying this like a couple minutes ago?
As you guys are discussing that, you hear a few horses pull up. The door opens and you see probably almost 24 armed men come in.
Yay, new information.
And they sit down,
Yay.
they grab some drinks, and
I kill
they
them.
just basically they look like they've had a long day on the road.
So I saddle up to the nearest one. How's it going?
He kind of looks over at you. You can see that he is wearing, by the crest, you know it's Hainfield, the Providence. You don't know exactly which lord. It's not like a large lord. He looks over and he's like, "Welcome, traveler."
Rough ride?
You see some of the men that come in. They bring in two shackled guys and they kind of put them in the corner and they're like, "Just give them leftover bread and some water."
Prison transport.
Ooh, my kind of guy.
Who's yes.
I might have to go over and talk to those guys. You talk to the jerks. I'm gonna go talk to the guys that are worth something.
The prisoners?
Yeah. My kind of people. I'll walk over to where the prisoners are.
Question.
Hey, you're gonna walk over to the prisoners,
Yes.
and
Well, you don't want to do anything.
So what are these guys being cut up for?
You're gonna talk to the guard he's talking to.
I thought you were going to talk to the prisoners.
yeah,
Where the prisoners are. Yeah.
Oh, you're talking to them?
Yeah.
Oh, they look over to you. You can tell by the way they hold themselves and the way their enunciation, how they talk to you. They're not lowborn. One of them turns and goes, "Treason."
Love.
They look to each other and he's like, "We're both knighted men. Unfortunately, during the rebellion, the pass out of the Gore Mountains, the Flame Legion arrived to block the access of the rebels from the south.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, they came through our land, and we were labeled traitors for not stopping them."
Ah. Have you boys learned your lesson now?
What?
this is good.
You see the other guy. The other guy just kind of like spits in the fire. He's like, "They blame us to be traitors, when between the two of us on our land, we have maybe 100 men in arms, and we should have fought to held off 5,000."
I totally understand what you're saying, my friends. Guardsmen, how much for these men's release?
The guards look over and he goes, "Unfortunately, that's not in our option. These are prisoners en route to Lord Nicholas Scion of Dartmoor."
Do we know who that is?
Yes.
Are you still talking to your guy?
Oh yeah.
Lord Nicholas is the lord that tried to annex Gloom Meadow. That the reason why they wanted you to block him when they first knighted you.
In other words, this guy doesn't like you.
And he is also the one
Yeah.
that hired the original Miles Carver to spy on you.
Which is now me.
That's so.
Let me introduce
I don't
myself
even
to you
care if
gentlemen.
these guys are innocent or not anymore. I kind of just want
The first cut is the deepest.
No, we want
That's
these
a
guys.
deep cut, man.
I
That's a
agree.
While you guys are
deep,
thinking about
deep
that, I'm gonna
cut.
cut back real quick.
Okay.
So I just asked the guard. Do you know any giants, buddy?
That's why there's as many of us as we are.
Yeah.
The fear is that the giants on the road. That's why there's this many people transporting. You guys look pretty capable. We'd be willing to hire each of you
Now we're talking.
to help us head south. Which direction you going?
We were going south.
Which direction you
Yeah, we were
going?
going south.
We're heading south
We're
towards
heading south, so-
north of the Gorn Mountains. That's where Lord Nicholas is.
Well, let me introduce myself. I'm Miles Carver. I've been sent from Lord Nicholas to spy on the. What is your station over there?
the Herald of Gloom Meadow, or
Herald
the,
of
the
Gloom
Duke
Meadow.
of Gloom Meadow.
And I brought the Duke of Gloom Meadow as my prisoner to Lord Nicholas.
You're no
I
longer.
cough and choke on my beer.
They look at
And
you.
these are my deputies.
They kind of look at you like they don't quite follow what you're saying. They're like, they kind of look over.
The
they
Lord
look-
was trying to take over this man's land. He sent me to spy on them. Instead of spying on him, I decided to capture him.
They kind of look like they're getting a little nervous, and
Yeah.
they're like, I don't know anything about that.
So we would like to follow you on your journey back to Lord Nicholas.
Like I
I figure our numbers combined.
Give it a second.
all right. We, the guy kind of looked a little tongue-tied, as you're thinking that Lord Nicholas, if he's going to do something backhanded, he might have not told every man of arms he has in his army.
Wait the fuck up!
There goes our Trump card.
They're like they're like, oh, these are our secret plans. All right. How many men do we have?
Yeah.
Sir, we have about 500 men in our service.
Hell them
I
all.
want you to tell every single fucking one of them what we're going to do.
No, it's just these three guys.
Those three guys.
They're not going to make it to the town,
Oh
you
my
idiot.
god.
They're not going to make it to the town, trust me.
No, they have.
This is entertaining.
Hi, I'm Mark.
Is it more fun that way? Yeah.
This. So they basically they look at you,
You guys would have
But-
been jibber jabbering for an hour.
No,
I had
we
us
were
out the
actually
door
we were
and on the
actually
way
going somewhere until
but
you
now
just
that
decided to
now
hijack
that you guys now that you've been promoted to the Lord of Astroport and Duke of Asteria, you're a higher position. You're basically parallel to Lord Nicholas's his liege lord, who is the Duke of Hainfeld. So you're above him now,
Big hostage.
but he is a very powerful minor lord.
Yes.
Your army probably, if you tax everyone you have left, you probably have twice as much people as he does. But his lord has more. His lord is actually the old lord of Kelson, and he is the Duke of Axford.
So the
Oh, okay.
big
yeah.
captive, take him to guy, kill guy, then Huffle gets over this guy's land too.
So we're just taking over land, but we're just making enemies.
Fuck enemies, who cares?
It's not gonna be good.
You make
for us
enemies
in
all
the
the
end.
time.
I know. We're the bad guys.
Yes.
I feel like this is becoming a much larger detour than I had originally anticipated.
We've always been the bad guys.
Yeah, I don't.
You need to embrace the part that we're the villains in this story.
The heroes have lived long enough to become.
We never
the
were
bad
heroes.
guys.
It was all a ruse. We were villains from the start. Just figure it out. All we do is kill people. We never saved anybody.
We did destroy an entire.
We killed
No.
towns.
No,
We
we
killed
didn't.
everybody.
We saved
No.
the entire world
No.
of the living from an undead zombie horde. I'm pretty sure that like gives us some brownie points on the good side
I
somewhere.
refuse to believe that. I believe
Even
that we
villains
are
do
good
good
people.
deeds every once in a while.
And
I.e. Suicide
I'm just
Squad.
saying I don't want us to leave a trail.
Well, yeah, we're trying to get to the library
Wizard,
somewhat.
do you have a
incognito.
spell that allows
Yeah,
us to?
we create so many loose ends along the way that we have to tie up. That it's hard for John. You're making this harder
No,
for
it
John.
makes
No.
it easier.
I know.
The more spaghetti, because then
Yeah,
there's like you add more and more players
Yeah.
to the chessboard.
We're gonna get to the end.
John's
They're
like,
all gonna be
there's
waiting
so
for
much
us.
spaghetti here. There's gonna be meatballs later. It's gonna be great.
So
How do you keep track of all this shit?
I
has a
have
book.
notes.
Yeah.
He has a book.
My note file is up to 97 pages.
Holy shit.
What are you gonna say, Bob?
But so
You guys could technically name
the
them, but
guys
we
that
don't.
you were talking to before you started talking to them are Lord Gellin and Sir Ernest.
Don't care. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead, John.
But they're the people that are transferred. They obviously don't like them. Their captives very much. The men at arms are they're not high ranking guys. None of them are knights. They're just, they basically, when they found out that they were labeled traitors, because they basically let the Flame Legion into their land without trying to resist, they fled their lands. And they basically, this band of guys went and captured them.
So the Flame Legion was.
So basically, when you guys were going north,
was the
Gloom
Flame
Meadow-
Legion the Visors men?
Yes.
Okay.
So when you were going up to sack the capital and liberate the land,
They were going down.
and the pass was blocked, and you guys went through the mountains through the secret pass that they unlocked and circumvented them, the lords that were in charge of that pass, basically, because they're vassals of a lord that joined the rebellion. But those guys refused to join the rebellion because they had 5,000 of the Visor's men sitting on their land, and they said, we have 100 guys. There's nothing we can do.
Okay, so
And
they
they
probably
basically-
would have joined the rebellion if the Visor wasn't like sitting in their lap.
Yeah. It's like you sitting in your manor on your land and be like, oh, join the rebellion, and you got like a few dozen dudes, and you see thousands of people sitting outside your front door.
And it's like, I don't think that's the best move right now.
So it was basically get executed or be labeled traitors.
Yeah.
That was the choice they got.
I feel bad. I feel like they deserve a second chance.
That's why we're going to rescue them.
But we also have to deal with the giants, and these guys could pay us for dealing with the giants. So I feel like if we do one before we do
birds,
the
one
other,
stone.
exactly.
I don't think it's that easy. I think it's one before the other.
Well, we could take. No, we take this.
But we can accomplish both
Yeah,
objectives.
we take this group of guys into the giant territory.
So basically,
take care of the giants.
they offer you 100 gold pieces apiece just to travel with them.
I'll take his.
They will offer more
You don't like money?
if they need your help.
Gotcha.
But when
All
I
right,
need
so
stuff,
we're on
you gotta
retainer
give
for
it to
100
me.
gold,
Yeah,
and they'll pay
I
us
got you.
per job. Kind
Yeah,
of thing.
basically.
I'm your money bank. Don't worry.
Gotcha.
Because he's like,
Automatic.
out of all the travelers we've seen on the road,
Bank of marker.
you guys are probably
Miles Carver savings.
the best. And
Two cross
if this guy's story is correct, and the Lord of Astroport is here, I think we've got ran in luck.
I already
you got
know
some
what I'm
luck
going to
over
ask for my payment.
What?
Well,
Bitches.
I'm willing to circumvent my share of the gold if they turn over the captives to me.
Yeah.
And we'll just tell the Duke that they died while being transported by giants.
Clever.
Say,
clever.
not everyone's a villain in the party.
Losers.
Hey,
Little they know when I turn on them all one
The
moment.
win-win, Jeremy.
All right, so you guys
First chance.
have
I
a
get.
good hot meal in the inn.
Mom.
There's a lot of drinking. Towards the end of the night, some of the men at arms, they take a real liking to the Kiner over there, and they keep
We know what I mean.
they keep
They've
providing
had
them
the
with
woods a long
drinks.
time.
so basically what you're saying is he's going to wake up next to another naked man other than Mark.
Oh man, they're gonna try to get
Not in
you
a good
up.
way.
They're going to be covered in something other than blood.
So I've been drinking pretty heavily.
Yeah.
Bada bing.
I've been drinking pretty heavily.
Yeah.
I would like to attempt to steal every doorknob in the inn.
All right.
Why?
Because
He's drunk.
You can't.
that's why. A drunk barbarian steals doorknobs. It's tradition.
They're shiny.
Okay.
All right. Give me 3 stealth rolls and 1 strength roll.
Still rolling D20.
Yep.
Yep.
If I make this easier, I could just buy the end and just give you the doorknob.
17.
9.
You 9
Here, hold on a second.
and a 5.
Plus 7 to all that. 17, 9, and 5.
17, 9,
Is that how it
5.
works? I have to click?
Yeah,
Wait,
you
what
just-
the hell are you doing?
Because you're stealing doorknobs. We could be doing other things.
Like what?
This is important, and this is in the game.
24, 16, and 12 are his rolls.
All right. So
7.
over the course of the night,
Yeah,
you
I
take
had some.
many.
Many?
At one point, you're removing a doorknob, and the innkeeper's, you assume daughter.
Oh.
So
All right.
you basically,
steal
she's
something other
asserting
than a
when
doorknob.
She's gonna get your door.
she comes out of the kitchen, like preparing food for the next morning,
That's
and
gonna
she
be
sees
awesome.
you jimmying with the doorknob to one of the rooms, and you have a sack on your belt, and she can
You got a
clearly
sack
see
on, man.
other doorknobs in it. And you
sack
guys
on,
kind of
man.
lock eyes,
That's not
and then
first sight.
you go back to the door, and she just walks back into the kitchen.
You're a doorknob. You're a doorknob installation repairman that just has to start a shift yet.
All these doorknobs are defective.
They're all effective.
I need to take
No,
them back
man,
to
Where do we
my
all
room.
get locked in here?
Third Earth locksmith.
How many doorknobs do I have?
You just push the door open because the
8.
mechanism.
Are you actually running on the
that's
thing
true.
of 8 doorknobs?
Yeah, this is important.
It's gonna come in handy later. I
is
feel
later on, he's gonna have a sling, and he's like, "We need some rocks. There's no rocks here."
He's gonna swing over a bag of
Doorknobs.
doorknobs and someone with it.
We're
Just throw
gonna
a bunch of doorknobs
we're
on the
gonna
floor
come
and they
across
all
a door
just
we can't
strip.
open because it doesn't have a doorknob,
That's
and he's
what
gonna
I'm
have
saying.
one that fits.
And it's like,
Doorknobs
"Oh,
are
this doesn't have a
important.
doorknob. Oh, this one doesn't fit. Wait,
It's like a locksmith.
Thank you. Equipment 8
Thousand
Eight.
doorknobs.
doorknobs.
Hold on, this is a double. You get a double click for this one.
You're a doorknob. All right, continuing.
all right."
I can't believe you guys just distract us with these things.
It's important.
Bitch, I won.
All right,
still
so
in
you guys
character.
wake up in the morning.
With doorknobs up our asses.
The caravan gets together. You basically you
doorknob?
go outside. You see that they have a nice wagon with a few horses. You see there's a few chests in the back of the wagon. You see them walk up the prisoners and put them back in the back of the wagon. And they tie them to like a center ring in the middle of the floor.
Tied or chained? Sorry.
Oh, boo.
They have manacles, but they
Oh, she ruined my
basically just
fun.
attach the manacles to that ring in the middle. So you guys go
This is how
with
we
them.
enter
You
every
load
battle.
up. All their soldiers get
You
together.
get
You guys are making small talk. The majority of the guys are infantrymen at arms.
Your back seems very heavy.
How are those
There's-
doorknobs there?
There's a few archers in their group. Like I said, there's about 20 guys. And the group of you are escorting this wagon down.
Question:
Now, shouldn't you be in with the prisoners?
He has a question.
Do I notice any distinguishing marks on the chest?
Each had a nipple.
There's crests on the chest.
Do I recognize the crest?
Give me a history check. You weren't born noble, so you don't know all the houses.
And a really quick question. What are the doorknobs made out of?
Uh,
Brass, crystal, wood.
It's a crappy inn. It's
mo-
probably like
mostly wood.
Mostly wood.
However, you got one made of brass,
One made of brass.
but that's
Oh.
expensive.
I got a
So what I'm going to
19
use is a butt plug.
plus 1.
All right, so you do know the chests are basically House Seebach.
Seabach.
Very small house of the town of Ravenglass. Ravenglass is a small keep right positioned in the pass in the Gorm Mountains.
Wow.
What?
Dude, this is a lot of detail.
It is.
You just pull that sea bass thing out of your ass?
Seebach.
Whatever.
Seebach.
Seabach.
Whatever.
Ravenglass is the name of the fort. The Ravenglass is literally right that holds that pass to the Gorm Mountains where the Flame Legion was camped. So the chests belong to the prisoners.
Hence, they're prisoners. They got their stuff.
They basically fled their lands when they were labor traders, and they took all their valuables with them.
Okay. Good to
And
know.
The men-at-arms captured all of it.
It's all theirs now.
It's evidence.
Yeah, I move this shit. No, come on. All right, you give me your guys. This will be the wagon.
Also should be inside it since he's a prisoner.
Here's Hutzel.
Hutzel's not a prisoner.
Hey, remember I told you he was my prisoner.
He's not your prisoner.
They didn't
Yeah, but
invite that.
he never agreed to being a prisoner.
That's it.
Well, there's one other dude.
I
There's
know.
5 of you. Okay,
I gave you
there we go.
Hutzel's, I gave you mine.
Guys, can I rest on top of the wagon
Sure.
to start?
You give
I
me a
think I
lookout?
would because my monk like
sure?
Well,
ways.
it's a covered wagon, but you can sit in the back with the prisoners.
You can ride underneath it.
940.
Okay.
Coffee.
And I'll
That's-
just
I was just like,
can
I
I
want
just
a
stare at them the
Oh,
entire
yeah,
time, real
9:40.
stoic like,
Didn't we
not
just
ask
have
any
coffee?
questions?
Your
No, it's
guard.
Yeah, like
9:30.
an hour and a half ago.
Oh God.
10 o'clock we should take a.
Yeah.
Get that?
Well, do you want to do 10 o'clock or do you want to be
I got it.
before we start getting into rolling everything?
Yeah, sure.
What?
I say we do
It's,
it.
it's like 10 o'clock. We're just both like, I want coffee.
Should we get a coffee before we start fighting? A quick one? Or you just run and get coffee?
I'll make coffees for you guys. What do you want?
Well, I want to smoke too, so I hope you make coffee.
I'm good with coffee. I could use a refill on my water though.
Agua? Agua?
Agua. Agua sangfire.
I'm gonna take a quick pee.